Hey everybody, so today we're going to be looking at changing out these rear turn signals. You may have seen an earlier video where I was having issues with them, and I've basically changed the light bulbs which made them dimmer, but my brother says when he's following me he can never see my turn signals. So got a little video for that here. You can see they're not that visible. So we're going to change them out for some LEDs and see how that goes here. So what I've got is I've got some LED ones here. I'm hoping they're going to be, bright enough so that people know where I'm going. Now the problem with LEDs is they don't draw anywhere near the power that an incandescent bulb will. So what will end up happening is you're going to get that double flash or hyper flash. So what you got to do is install some kind of resistor. I did some research. These seem to be the ones to use. You want to have enough resistance that basically this is going to act like a light bulb. It's just going to dissipate some of the energy as heat, which will make the computer think you have a normal light bulb in there. Now these things will generate heat, so I got to find a good place to mount them that they're not going to melt something or start my bike on fire. These are a smaller one. I haven't determined if these are big enough yet, but I'm pretty sure these will work. So we're going to have to crawl underneath. Nice tight confined spaces. Start messing with this. Good times. Okay, so I popped the seat off thinking that I might be able to put those resistors under the seat somewhere. That's still a possibility. There is a wire that runs back up over my fender there. Tough to see. Anyway, I might be able to get them up under my fender. I'll have to find a place for them. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut these zip ties. I got lots of wire in here. Now, me being, I don't know, anal, I guess, I always wrap the living crap out of my wires with electrical tape. I want to protect them from the elements, the weather, the rain, because it's all spraying up off your back tire. That is going to bite me in the ass because now I got to unwind all that crap. So let's see if we can do it without losing our minds. Okay, so you'll have to excuse my poor excuse for a wiring diagram here, but basically you have, a ground wire coming in and your live wire coming in, and basically with that an LED bulb would hyper flash. It doesn't draw enough power, and all you do is you wire this resistor across it, as if it was another light, and that provides enough resistance so the computer thinks there's an incandescent bulb in there and it blinks. Alright, so after a bit of messing around, I've put that resistor way up here as a metal bracket up there, and the fender's steel. So of course now I have this big mess of wires. I've got it all hooked in. I just did the one side because if I screw it up, well, at least I've only screwed up one side. So let's turn on the old blinkers and see what we got. Alright, they seem to be working. I don't know if those LEDs are really any brighter, but let's go stand at the end of the driveway and find out. Okay, so I just had an issue here. I wired up the second light and it was a little hard to see, but what you'd see is it would flash once, shut off, and then this whole system would go into hyper flash. So I snipped the resistor wire, so this has no resistor I know there's juice getting to this light, but for some reason it wasn't working properly. So let's take a look at what happens here. So when I snipped the second resistor, my LED lights work properly, which is very interesting. When I installed the one resistor on this light, which is tucked up in there, that provides enough resistance for the whole system, apparently. When I installed this second resistor, for some reason I think it compounded onto this light, which wouldn't allow it to work. It was resisting too much, not allowing anything through. I'm not 100% sure what's going on here. They work, which is great, but got to figure this out. Okay, so I've tested these out. The signals by themselves both work. The hazards work together without this second resistor. The first resistor I hooked up just like this one. This one apparently is providing too much resistance, I'm assuming, which makes that light not work. Now I only had to put in one, and I put it on the right turn signal, and I basically wired it just like this. So I honestly at this moment do not understand why it's also providing resistance to the left turn signal. I'm going to have to study the wiring diagram and see if I can figure this out.